For x equals 3 in Excel, why does equals x squared plus x result in 12 instead of minus 6? Suppose my cell A1 in an Excel spreadsheet holds the number 3. If I enter the formula in A2, then A2 shows the number 12, when it should show minus 6, or 9 plus 3. Why is that? How can I prevent this misleading behavior?
Short answer. To solve this problem, just add a 0 before the equal sign. Or add a couple of parentheses to force the standard order of operations. Or replace the minus sign by its common interpretation of multiplication by minus 1. In this particular case, where you have the extra term plus A1, the best solution is that proposed by @Lioness99A. Detailed explanation. Under Excel's conventions. Equals, minus 3 2 equals 9, while equals 0 to 9 equals minus 9. Why does adding just a 0 change the result? Not preceded by a minuend, the minus sign in minus 3 squared is considered a negation operator, which is a unary operator, with only one argument, that changes the sign of the number, or expression, that follows. However, the minus sign in 0 to 3 squared is a subtraction operator, which is a binary operator that subtracts what follows, from what precedes. According to Excel's conventions, the exponentiation operator is computed after the negation operator and before the subtraction operator. See Calculation Operators and Precedents in Excel, section The order in which Excel performs operations in formulas. The standard mathematical convention is that the exponentiation is computed before both negation and subtraction, or, more simply stated, is computed before. Shamefully, Excel chose different conventions from those of algebra rules, school textbooks, academic writing, scientific calculators, Lotus 123, Python, mathematically oriented languages, Mathematica, Maple, Fortran, MATLAB, Julia, MS Works, and VBA, the language used to write Excel's macros. Unfortunately, Calc from LibreOffice and Google Sheets follow the same convention for compatibility with Excel. However, placing an expression in Google's search box or bar gives excellent results. The following is a discussion where a mathematician kills the arguments of a computer scientist defending the precedence of negation over exponentiation. Link. General workarounds. If you want to compute add a 0 before the equal sign. Or add a couple of parentheses to force the standard order of operations. Or replace the minus sign by its common interpretation of multiplication by minus 1. Of the alternatives above, I prefer adding a 0 before the minus sign because it is the most practical. If an extra term is added, or subtracted without the even power problem, the best solution is to place the extra term first. A comment to another answer says that the only case you have to be aware of the non-standard precedence rule is where a minus sign follows an equal sign, equals. However, there are other examples, like equals x squared, or equals minus 2 squared equals 2 squared, where there isn't a minuend before the minus sign. Before knowing about the unexpected convention, I once wrote a Gaussian density in Excel as, which led to ridiculous results. I solved the problem by adding a 0 before the first sign. Thanks to @BruceWayne for proposing a short answer, which I wrote at the beginning. You may be interested in according to Excel, 4 cubed squared equals 4 cubed 2. Is this really the standard mathematical convention for the order of exponentiation?
A bit more succinct than Rodolfo's answer, you can use. Edit, I totally didn't see it was a self-question / answer.
Because Excel is interpreting your equation as x2 plus x, when you wanted dash x squared plus x. To prevent this sort of undesired behavior, I find that the best practice is to make heavy use of parentheses to define your own priority system, since negation is not the same as subtraction, and thus not covered by PEMDAS. An example would be like x squared plus x. It might be overkill, but this is how I guarantee Excel behaves the way I want.
Sure.